Don't take these beautiful things that I've got.
Welcome to The Wall. In today's video, we will see a woman crying because her boyfriend left her. We will hear her story and how she seeks sympathy from other women on the internet. We will also see the reaction of an older woman and her response to the video on The Wall. We want to invite you to smash that like button, support the movement, and subscribe to the channel. That's the only contribution we ask from you, man. Add your grain of sand to the movement and share your experience in the comments for any man who might need it. Without further ado, let's get started.
Do any of the girlies out there have any tips for how to handle a breakup when you're 26 years old and that was the person that you wanted everything with? How do you move on? How do you know there's gonna be someone else when everything that you wanted in the person you had?
Social media, where couples therapy becomes public entertainment. Why talk to your ex when you can share intimate details and hope the crowd sides with you? Why did he leave you? The real question is, who wants to be with a woman who shares everything on TikTok, even her breakup, just to go viral and seek sympathy? I don't know if it's just me, but it seems to be a trend among modern women to post their tears expecting other women to join their cause. Instead of thinking about why the relationship ended, they use the classic tactic: blame the man and receive virtual pats on the back. Who needs self-criticism when you can be the heroine of your own digital drama? They seek to talk about the ex-partner so that other hateful women start giving their humble opinions like vipers. They tell her everything she wants to hear, except that she might have done something wrong. Because, as we all know, it must be the man's fault. Then, a group of hurt women appear, sharing their stories where the man is also the villain. Just check the comments left by some women. Comment 1. If you love the wrong person this much, just imagine how much you'll love the right one.
Stop it. Get some help.
Comment 2. Don't let your boyfriend keep you from your husband, my mom.
No! God, please, no! No!
Comment 3. Babes, I'm 30, 5 to 6 months since we broke up. I was going to marry him. We were going to have kids. It hurts. The most unbelievable hurt. Honestly, I went to therapy, not the most affordable option. Comment 4. My ex called off our wedding the month before and turned my world upside down. I was about to turn 26. I cannot explain how much better my life is now in every imaginable way. Comment 5. Angel, thank you for sharing this vulnerable moment. It's normal to feel scared at first. Try your best to breathe, compose your thoughts about what just happened. Write them down 100 times, then slowly start thinking about life moving forward. Be patient with yourself. One small step at a time. One day at a time.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
I have tried to literally read every single comment that I've gotten. And people have been sending me the nicest messages, and I swear every single time I read something I just cry. But honestly, thank you to literally everyone who has that's Frankie. But thank you to everyone who has literally just shared their advice or just shared the fact that they've gone through the same pain, because I know I'm not alone, but it makes me feel a lot less lonely. I just want to add the fact that my ex was a great guy. It may not have worked out between us, either unfortunately or maybe fortunately, but he gave me some of the greatest memories for the past 2 years, and, I'm gonna make more with someone else, and I'm gonna feel okay about that soon, and in the future. And I hope if anyone is going through a breakup that they come across that last video and just read all the wonderful comments.
As I said, they just want sympathy. These videos seem as authentic to me as a $3 bill. They go viral faster than a rumor in a gossip room because women love to share and comment. But if he was such a great guy, Why did he leave you? Maybe you weren't such a good woman after all. Women, I've always said, are addicted to attention. Let's be honest. When a man is left, the last thing he does is record himself crying to seek sympathy. The man suffers in silence. The woman, on the other hand, wants the entire breakup narrative to revolve around her. She plays the victim while painting the man as the villain. This way, she gets friends and family on her side. And boy, do they succeed. There are men who even lose friends because of women who lie and make them look like abusers. But of course, she already has her army of supporters on the internet. Women who back her up as if it's their mission. Soon, we will see these women clash with harsh reality because the wall doesn't forgive.
Have any tips for how to handle a breakup?
Celebrate. You've just been given the greatest gift you could ever get from a man. You're 26, you are beautiful, and you don't want anything to do with somebody who does not wholly want you. Having lived 2 of your lifetimes, I and many other women my age would say that we have been there before. We've done exactly what you've done. And if you're willing to hear me out, I've got some great advice. The first thing is, do not take him back if he comes back to you. I don't care what he has to offer or say. Do not give him a second opportunity to dump you. I don't know him and I'm not going to dog him, but if he goes out and takes a lap and then discovers that maybe you were awesome, he might try to come back. Non-starter. Because as life progresses, he is going to continue to have that mentality. And it may be when you're married with 2 kids and he sees something that he thinks is better and decides to take a lap. Second, focus on you so hard that you are blind to all other men. Girlies in grief are vulnerable, and the wrong kind of men can smell that from a mile away. Predators look for prey. And if you're looking or feeling broken, somebody who feels like they need to be a fixer or who likes to take advantage of people when they are weak will find you. So turn that spigot off. None. Third is find your girlies. This is really like the number 1 most important thing for you to do, like right away. And a girls only girlies thing is the best. If you have girlfriends, this is the time that you would go to the ones that you trust and have conversations about where you're at. It could be your bestie, it could be your sister, it could be your mom. And if you don't have any of that, find a local ladies only club, a gardening club, a book club, a stitch and bitch, anything will do. I mean, it should be something that you enjoy doing, right? And if what you were doing was spending time with your man and doing the things that he's liked to do, sit and reflect for a moment on whether or not you were doing what you wanted to do. And if it wasn't that, figure some things out. Like, what do you really like? What's your favorite stuff? But keep it to a girls only thing. Because again, you might go and want to say things that you're going to feel like you can't in front of men. And those other women there will speak more freely to you. Next is your career. Are you still in college? Did you choose to go like a regular job path? Do you work from home? Like, what is it that you're doing for your career? And if you're in job mode right now and you haven't switched to career mode, look at what it is that you might want to track for career. Keep working until you figure that out. But now is the time to like really laser focus on figuring that out without being influenced by some guy who, is looking for resources. If he was the same age as you, there's a really good chance that he just left the nest and really misses the things that his mom used to do for him. And you probably were filling that role, or maybe you stopped filling that role and that's why he bailed. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter why he said he wanted to break up. Somebody once said to me, if I'm fired, just say you're fired. I don't want a reason, because does it matter?
See what I told you? The vipers show up on their own, ready to give their humble, poisonous advice. Because, of course, the worst enemy of a woman is another woman. And women who ended up miserable love to share their misery as if it were a gift. Remember, the girl said he was a good man. This other woman doesn't know the reasons for the breakup, but already paints the guy as an abuser. He's probably a mama's boy who will come back when you're happy. They tell you to watch out for predators, focus on yourself, and stay away from men. All the perfect advice to end up alone, bitter, and with a cat. Their other great advice? Hang out only with women. Sure, go on a girls' trip to Miami, because we all know the wild things that happen there. A group of single women, none of whom can keep a man, is definitely the best place to learn about long-term relationships. Instead of asking her father, brothers, or male friends for advice on what she might have done wrong, this girl prefers the single ladies club. The relationship may have ended by mutual agreement, but according to this woman, that man was ruining her life. But let's see the next part.
They could give you 10 reasons and it doesn't matter. And there's a chance that it could be a lie anyway, so spare yourself. Remember that in time, the painful things about somebody fade away and only the good stuff remains. You only remember the good. You don't remember the bad, like that he dumped you. And you need to know that the good times were good because of you, not necessarily because of him. You were experiencing joy within yourself. You were feeling fulfilled. You were having a great moment. You were generating those feelings inside of yourself within a certain environment. Nobody can make you feel a certain way. Only you can make yourself feel that way, which means you can make yourself feel that way again, even right now if you wanted to. I know it doesn't seem like it. From a scientific perspective, it's good to remember that men's prefrontal cortexes do not even finish developing until they're in their mid to late 20s. So technically, he wasn't there yet. I mean, I guess if he was your same age. And everyone knows this, but as your mom, I have to say that fresh air, plenty of water, and good sleep are imperative for you to move forward in any kind of like healthy emotional way. Ruminating and doom scrolling are going to keep you up all night long. Somatic stretching, yoga, Pilates, meditation, a float tank, awesome. A sauna if you like heat. Anything that helps alter your physiology a little bit will keep your lymph moving and your digestive system moving, your mind clear. It's like a hormone, cortisol, etc. dump. And that's what the plenty of water is so important for. Journaling is so fantastic. Do it with a pen and paper, like write it out. And my favorite tip that I ever learned about journaling is to end it with some really strong, positive things. The thing that I like most about myself. What did I accomplish today? Even if it was just taking a shower, pat yourself on the back for that. Some days are just really hard. Make a playlist of your favorite upbeat songs and dance. By yourself, in your living room, in front of a mirror if you want, even better. I wish I would have done this in my 20s, but in my 40s, I stood in front of my full-length mirror without anything on and looked at myself for a really, really, really long time. And after I cried, I started loving my body. I started loving myself in a whole new way. No one will ever affect me with regard to my body ever again. If you're not a calendar type person, at least put a few things in your phone calendar with reminders. It could be outings with your girlies. That would be awesome. But even if it's too hard, like if you're too depressed to do that, even just put in there like brushing your teeth, washing your face. Take a big breath in as fast as you can and try to blow it out through your mouth as slowly as you possibly can. My Tai Chi teacher taught me to breathe in and then breathe out 5 times longer than I breathed in. So I use my heartbeat to count. 3 heartbeats to breathe it in and 9 heartbeats to breathe it out. Sometimes I make it to 12 or 15. All the way out, like to where your diaphragm starts to push up. It does stuff to you, your body physiologically. Very good stuff. And I won't keep you any longer. You can DM me if you feel like you need to. But the last thing you need to know is that there are millions of women just like you that have been through this that will tell you that you're going to be okay. You're going to be better than okay. That this is not a bad thing that has happened. It's actually a really good thing for you. You're not alone, and we're here for you. We're here for all of it.
In one thing I agree with her. If she stands in front of the mirror naked, even I start to cry. Women's advice is always the same. Heal, live life, be free. The bad man is gone. But you never hear anything about taking responsibility for their actions. What did she do wrong? What could she have done better? Reflect on the difficult moments in the relationship, think about what could have been done differently, or remember some warning from the man. Because believe me, there surely were some. But of course, that message doesn't sell. The one that sells is the bad man is to blame, everyone against the abuser, and you, woman, have no responsibility. Apparently, in the relationship, She was just an innocent bystander. As I said, taking responsibility for a woman is like kryptonite. If that woman, with all the sympathy she receives, doesn't give the reasons for the breakup, I'm sure it's her fault. Who knows? Maybe she cheated, or simply stopped being attractive to him. Maybe he got a job out of state. Remember, she herself said he was a good man. But as I said, that message doesn't sell. The one that sells is the woman as Little Red Riding Hood and the man as the big bad wolf. Because misery loves company.
Damn!
We've reached the end of the video, but before we go, the questions are for you. Why do women love crying on TikTok so much? Do you believe in the fake solidarity among women? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Your support means the world to us and motivates us to create more content. Stay tuned for the next exciting video from the wall.